So hello everybody and welcome along to the show today. It is PodHub Content Creators and we're here as PodHub Media Productions, and we're interviewing some of the acts this weekend at AurFest and some of the comedians, the bands and some of the artists. So at the minute, just off stage with us, we have Emma Doran. And Emma, would you like to introduce yourself to the folks at home?
I'm Emma Doran. I'm a comedian and I'm just off stage and my name is just there.
Just down here, guys, okay? So we get all the brand and all the marketing in for that there. So here, how was it on stage for you? How did it go for you? Yeah?
It was great. The audience were really nice because a lot of time with festivals you don't know. The comedy can be like an afterthought, or I've done comedy gigs at festivals where you've been like it's right beside the toilet, so people are actually on their way to the toilet and they happen upon it. So this was lovely, yeah. Yeah.
And it is like it's a very unique setting here in nature and that. And the stage you were on is all wooden underneath the trees and that. So different than your darkened rooms.
Yes, you're out in the open in nature, and sometimes that makes me feel nervous. I think, oh no, but no, it's lovely, and the stage area is really good as well, and it is gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, Emma, here on the Life and Business Show, the podcast, we like to get an insight into different industries and stuff like that there. And the comedy scene, the stand-up, it's fascinating. But, like, can you tell us a little bit about it? When did you start? How long you in it? And how did you actually get into the industry?
So I started stand-up about 12 years ago. So I just signed up for an open mic night. And open mic is you do like you put your name down, you do like 5-7 minutes. I went and did that first night, and then there's an audience vote on the night, and then I won that vote, and then that's it. I've basically been doing it ever since, like every week, or like gigging every week since then, and just building.
Very good, very good. And so what is it like in the industry to be a comedian nowadays? What's some of the highs, what's some of the lows? Can you give some insight at home to what, like maybe some top tips to be in the industry and stay in it? Like, you've got longevity. I suppose the question is probably more about longevity, right? And how do some of the younger people getting into the industry now actually, how would they do it? And what would be some of your top tips that you would give them?
If I was given a comedian tips, now they'd have to come to me first. I would not give unsolicited advice, but I would say to them to keep gigging is the first thing. And people used to say that to me when I was starting. I was like, yeah, great. But it actually is really important to just keep gigging, because it's like you're doing your apprenticeship and you'll only get better. Then if someone was a little bit further down the line, I would say to them maybe to be open to doing other things. So like, podcasts, social media, stuff like that, because you can reach people in different ways. So I would have been able to kind of reach people through social media and podcasts and stuff like that. And third thing, just work hard and just try to be sound, I suppose.
So it's hard work, is it? There's a lot of hard work in it.
There is hard work. Now, it feels bad saying that, because I only did 20 minutes there on the stage, and that's my day's work done. And then I'm like, oh, this is kind of extra work now. But so it's not actually hard, but it does take a long time, I feel like, to build up material, get good, figure out where to go and figure out like who books what and all that kind of stuff. So it's all consuming to me anyway. I'm totally obsessed about it and I think about it all of the time. And yeah, but when I started, I'm trying to think what the scene was like. It was kind of a bit grungy, and at that stage it was kind of like, like the big household names would have been like the only people like doing tours or doing like your Vicar Streets or whatever. But now I feel like it's really opened up and it's there for anyone who wants it to. If they can build an audience in whatever way they can build a show and take it out on the road.
Okay, right. And you mentioned there some of the venues that you've played in over the years and gigged in and stuff like that. Do you have any of your favourite venues? Why are they your favourite venues? What's different about them than some of the others?
So I think my favourite venue, probably Vicar Street in Dublin. So like it's like 1,000 people, but it feels quite intimate. and I'm from Dublin, so that's like a home crowd. Then there's so many great theatres. I think the Set Theatre in Kilkenny is great. The staff there are they're on it, like they know what they're doing, and it's just a gorgeous theatre as well. St. John's Theatre in Listowel I really liked as well. It's like it's a church. Lovely staff in there as well. I'm trying to think where else. Oh, there's loads of places like around the country. If you asked me while I was on tour, I'd know straight away. But during the summer now, I'm not touring, so I'm like, But I think every venue is different, and then as well, I think it'll be different on every night. You know, it is like a relationship between you and the audience. Like you feed off their energy and vice versa. So the audience are really important. I don't know if they know how important they are, especially for, well, I was going to say especially for comedy, but for anything. Yeah. But I think maybe Vicar Street is probably my favourite. I'm trying to think where else around the country now was I like, ooh. I've seen a couple of new theatres open up around the place. The Lark in Bellurgan is fairly impressive. It's just recently opened up. And it's beautiful, and they have like a camera set up, like loads of different angles, and I'm sure people will start filming like specials and stuff there. And then I love the venues that, like, you know, this started out as this and now it's this, you know, like I'm sure there's more, I just can't think.
But you've been on the circuit quite a while. You've seen the venues change over time and different stuff like that. Yeah. Too. And what about? I'm always fascinated about how comedians deal with hecklers. How do you get much of it in Ireland, or do you don't? No.
No, look, hecklers is like a myth. Really, you don't really get hecklers at all, because first of all, most Irish people are kind of like polite. They're also there to enjoy their night, and usually hecklers, like the very odd time I've had a heckle that's been funny, right, and it adds to the show and whatever, but most of the time it's somebody who has been drinking since 3, or sometimes it's someone who hasn't been out in a long time and they're like, can't wait to get out, and they'll shout up some "La!" and everyone starts like, what did you say? And it'll be a reference to a joke that was 5 minutes ago, you know, because they're on like a delay. So you're like, okay, you just took me down a comedy cul-de-sac there. That's brilliant. So I'm working here, so I'm going to crack on. Yeah. So it's not like a big thing at all, because like there's an agreement. They want to come and laugh. You want to try and make them laugh. Mm-hmm. It's not. In fairness, before I started, I thought, like, because my first gig, I remember, I thought it was going to be like 8 Mile with Eminem. Right. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be like a rap battle. This is going to be so intense, so extreme. And most people, if they don't like the act, they'll just kind of start shuffling around and go get a drink or go out for a smoke, or, you know, people aren't arsed like, unless it's like really a crazy night. But like, if there was a heckler at a gig, I'm like, ooh, exciting, because it's not that often, like, you know.
Very good. Okay. And what about, you know, comedians we can see is over around the stages and stuff like that? There's a group of you, and it's not a huge industry here in Ireland out there. So who have you worked with? Who do you like working with? And we're not going to go into the ones you don't like to work with. Okay, that'll be. Well, who do you like to work? Yeah.
Well, I have a podcast with Deirdre O'Kane. So I like working with her, and I'm contractually obliged to say that. No, I do love working with her.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. No. Me and Deirdre are good mates. There's loads of people, like, because you meet people at all different stages. You know, when you start out, like, so say like Martin Angola would have been someone that I started out with, and we knew each other like straight away. Then there's people that I met later down the line, like Shane Dan Byrne or Killian Sunderman, Tony Cantwell. I love Jason Byrne. Like, so you meet people. It's like everybody knows everybody, and it's usually. Like, you usually are just driving around places by yourself on your own. So when you get the chance to do something all together, it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong, there's a few people that despise each other. But even still, they don't have a choice, because, as you say, it's such a small community. Everyone knows everyone. So even if there are two comics who hate each other, there's not really a lot they can do about it, because they will end up in each other's sphere at some stage. So it's kind of like, I suppose, dysfunctional family kind of thing, really.
Very good. And Emma, something else we like to ask people is, like, what do you do outside comedy? How do you actually relax and stuff like that there?
Nothing. I do absolutely nothing. Comedy is my obsession. It's my life, and I make videos every day. I do a podcast once a week. Probably do multiple podcasts a week. I don't do anything. Maybe the gym. Maybe the gym.
It's a festival. We have to roll with it. It is a festival. We have to roll with it, guys.
Yeah, maybe gym. Well, I've got family. I have 3 kids, so like, it's not like I have a whole load of hobbies.
You don't have any time. 3 kids, don't have any.
See, like, well, comedy starts out as your hobby, and then it becomes your job. So that is your thing, and then you're self-employed. So it's like, if you're self-employed, you're kind of like, that's your whole life. But I don't know what I would be doing without it. Do you know what I mean?
Sure. No, you certainly seem passionate about it. You really do, and you seem to love it as well. So, where's the next couple of gigs for you? Where are we going to see you next?
So next couple of gigs, I'm starting a new tour end of September, so I'll be gigging sneaky little gigs, getting new bits for that, and then it'll be Paddy Power Comedy Festival at Ivy Gardens. It'll be Electric Picnic. I will bop over to Edinburgh for a few days, and then I will come back home, and I will start my tour the end of September, and I think I'm starting in Cavan, and then I'll go all around the country and the UK, and yeah.
So that starts in September. The tour starts in September in Cavan.
And I think I have gigs. That tour kind of brings me through to March.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. And that's just a solo tour. Is there anybody with you now?
No.
Okay, very good, very good. So, is there anything where, if people want to book you, if people want to get you on stage, how can we find you? Where can we find you?
They can go to my agent. Don't message me. I don't read my messages. They see me on Instagram, Emma Doran Comedy, and my website, Emma Doran Comedy, or Emma Doran Comedian, something. Emma Doran Comedy is the website. Emma Doran Comedian on Instagram. I'm fairly findable. I won't respond, even if it's something really good. I just don't read messages. That's been a big issue, and yeah.
Very good. Well, listen, thanks very much for your time. It's been a wonderful insight, and thanks very much for your time. Do appreciate it. Thanks, Emma. Okay, very good.